In 2008, they had their worst record with 20 wins and 62 losses. In 2009, they were again at the bottom of the league with 23 wins and 59 losses. In 2010, they finally secured a playoff spot with 50 wins and 32 losses, but were defeated in the first round 2-4. The Thunder's Fleet Road, which no one reached the top of as a stepping stone, was as heart-wrenching as their rise was crazy. In just 4 short years, they jumped from the bottom of the lottery to become strong contenders for the championship. The contender, and all of this is because of the arrival of one person. After James Harden went through a mixed season in the summer of 2010, Harden continued to work tirelessly between the court and the training gym to build a stronger physique and increase his aggressiveness on the court. The 2001 season began, and Man Ruiz Harden experienced still had to fully showcase the results of his training, according to the Thunder News' commentator analysis at the time. Perhaps Harden was too eager to prove himself, which is why he stumbled initially. Fortunately, the moment to prove himself came quickly. On November 19th, 2010, in the Thunder's away game against the Celtics, due to the absence of Durant and Jeff Green, Harden started for the first time in his career. Although his performance was not quite satisfactory, he scored 12 points, 6 points from 2 out of 8 shots in the game, 4 assists. But in the very next back-to-back game, Harden quickly dispelled the gloom, scoring a game-high 23 points with 9 rebounds and 4 assists against the Bucks, with 3-point shooting making 6 out of 8. Unfortunately, such performance
did not last long.
Accompanying Harden was a mysterious state where his scoring fluctuated between single digits and over 20. Until December 12th against the Cavaliers, Harden boosted his momentum with a coast-to-coast drive. In the following games, he scored in double digits for 12 consecutive games, averaging 14.8 points with a shooting percentage of 50%. Before the All-Star game, the Thunder had achieved an outstanding record of 35 wins and 19 losses. In the All-Star Rookie Challenge, Harden scored 30 points with 11 out of 19 shots. After the All-Star game, the Thunder traded Jeff Green, and Harden officially became the team's third key player. Sefolosha also saw a rise, with his average score increasing from 10.3 points to 13.8 points. The shooting percentage was 41.3%, soaring to 46.5%. After the end of the games, the Thunder held 55 wins, ranking 4th in the Western Conference. In the first round of the playoffs, their opponent was the Denver Nuggets. Having just traded away Anthony, the Nuggets were clearly no match for the Thunder. After 5 games, the youthful team sent the Nuggets home, but it was still led by the King, Kevin Durant, who upheld the Thunder in the first round. And the second-in-command Westbrook, Harden only averaged 10.4 points with a shooting percentage of 38.2%. The opponent in the semifinals was the Grizzlies, who had just completed a black-and-white dominance by eliminating the strong San Antonio Spurs. The momentum of the black-and-white duo was not at all inferior to the Thunder's big three. In the first game of the semifinals, Harden had not yet shaken off his slump, scoring only a meager 5 points, whereas Marc Gasol and Zach Randolph, the two crazily scored 54 points and 23 rebounds, leading the team to a big victory over the Thunder. In the second game, Kevin and Harden finally, the second lineup brutally overwhelmed the Grizzlies reserves. She made 5 out of 9 field goals and 1 out of 11 free throws, scoring 21 points and 3 rebounds. 5 steals plus 3 blocks, the Thunder also successfully limited the black and white duo on the defensive stroke. The big score in the third quarter saw the Grizzlies temporarily showcasing the toughness of an 8th seed, firmly holding the Thunder in check. Durant was guarded by Tony Allen to 10 out of 24 shots, and Perkins fouled out with 6 fouls. Harden contributed 12 originally. So for the Thunder, it was essential to carry 13 points into the crucial 4th game. Both teams brought unprecedented intensity. Thunder's Perkins fouled out with 6 fouls, and the Grizzlies' Mike Conley and OJ Mayo also fouled out early with 6 fouls. The two teams battled until the triple overtime to finally determine the winner. Throughout the game, Durant and Westbrook combined for 75 points. Harden, setting a career high in playing time, played for 49 minutes and contributed 19 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, and 3 blocks. The Thunder won with a score of 133 to 123, evening the series score. Riding on their victory, the Thunder seized another win, but in Game 6, the resilient Grizzlies evened the score again. In the decisive game, Durant scored 39 points, Westbrook achieved a triple-double with 14 points, 10 rebounds, and 14 assists, and Harden contributed 17 points and 4 steals. With the reasonable performance of the three, the Thunder smoothly eliminated the Grizzlies and advanced. In just the second year of the trio's formation, it was like the Rockets. Fans were hoping that the Thunder could take a leap forward and make it to the final stage, but in 2011, the Dallas Mavericks in 1 year swept the Thunder effortlessly. Durant's explosive 40 points in the first game ultimately could not match the German machine's incredible 48 points. Thus, even though Harden scored 23 points to help the team tie the score, the Mavericks still won the next 3 games, blocking the young Thunder from the finals.
From 8th in the West to 4th in the West, from the first round exit to stepping onto the rare finals court, in just 2 short years, the energy of the Thunder erupted, with far exceeded people's imagination. Enough youth and enough. But Harden doesn't care about this, as long as he can help the team win. He is willing to play any role. The summer days quickly passed, but the new season has yet to arrive. The old embroidery division led to another long shutdown of the league, while the Thunder's 3 young players, due to extra time to settle, gave the outside world infinite anticipation for the 2-time scoring champion Kevin Durant and All-Star guard Wes. There's also a bench killer who closely resembles James Harden. They are already seen as the hopefuls to take over the league's era. On December 25th, 2011, the 3rd season of their trio officially arrived. They announced their new season's goal with a mighty 5-game winning streak. During the 5-game winning streak, Harden came off the bench and scored consecutively in 2 games, averaging 16 points and 6 rebounds per game. Began to show the qualities of the best 6th man, and the cooperation among the Thunder's 3 stars became increasingly seamless. Although Durant, Westbrook, and Harden have distinctly different styles, their kind and selfless personalities created a warm and harmonious atmosphere within the team. The usually low-key Harden truly began to unleash his potential and started to. And even more unbelievable is that his red-hot form lasted almost the entire regular season. And his inconsistent form seemed like a completely different person. It's truly incredible. April 22nd, the Thunder played away against the Lakers. This game turned into a nightmare for Harden, but also marked an important turning point in his career. With 1 minute and 39 seconds left in the second quarter, after a fast break score, Ron Artest pounded his chest in celebration and delivered a vicious elbow to Harden as he passed by, knocking him to the ground, and was later diagnosed with a concussion. Caused Harden to miss the last 2 regular season games, and Sun Shiping received a 7-game suspension as a penalty. Later, people said this pivotal moment directly opened up Harden's potential. Thus, Harden's regular season stats were fixed at an average of 16.8 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game. His shooting accuracy reached 49.1%, and with outstanding performance, he announced in advance the best. This year's playoffs can be called the Thunder's revenge journey. This strong youthful storm once again shook the league. They defeated the long-standing dominance of the Western Conference, avenging each opponent that ruthlessly eliminated them in the past one by one. Returning home, they avenged the Mavericks in the first round with a 4-0 victory and crushed the Lakers 4-1 in the semifinals. Their opponent in the Western Conference Finals was the league-leading San Antonio Spurs. At that time, the outside world did not look at the Thunder favorably. After all, the young trio's on-court experience could not match the seasoned GDD combination. People thought the young players would become the backdrop for the Masters' triumph, just like the young King LeBron James did. However, they underestimated the impact of the season's best 6th man, James Harden. Watch out as the legendary 6th man faces off against the so-called 20-minute Jordan Manu Ginobili. A comeback battle destined to go down in history is about to unfold.